How's your dad doing? I don't have a dad. I don't have a dad. Quick, take this and catch all the Pokemon. But I'm only 10 years old. Fuck off already. HMGH. Ah. Hee hee. Good morning. Erilyn. I told you to stop waking me up with Dream Eater. Haha. And I told you, if you keep sleeping with your hat on you'll go bald. Whatever, mom. Awakening for you, coffee for you. Thank you, Serene. Now, in order to catch a Pokemon, you've got to battle it first. Once it's tired, you can throw a Pokeball. Ooh. Here comes one now. You kids watch close. Rustle rustle. Pop. Sparkle. Shiny. FWIP. Bark. That wasn't a battle at all. When you spot a shiny, but you've ran out of quick balls and ultra balls. Random bullshit geo. When you're trying to decide what the first Pokemon was. That feeling when you're a water/ground type and are about to get hit with a single blade of grass. Guess I'll die. You were supposed to evolve into Umbreon, not a Sylveon, and I don't even know how you convinced me to wear these clothes. This is perfect. That cliff is the perfect spot for our first meeting. Yeah. As soon as she meets you, she can jump right off. Choose your first Pokemon. I choose you. Oak. Oak. When your parents tell you to do something, and you end up doing the opposite of what they told you to do. Fire Blast is the ultimate fire technique. Don't waste it on water Pokemon. Slowpoke learned Fire Blast. You know, I think you have the talent to be a good breeder. Sylveon according to the Alola Pokédex. Sylveon according to literally every other Pokédex. Giratina Holding a Shaman. Huh, I bet he's thinking about other women. Are Paradox Pokemon gonna say their names in the anime, even if their names are just words? Kneel down before me. My mum always says that to my dad. Geo Squirtle. Use gun. I meant water gun. Oh. It's super effective. My name's Natasha, an underworld doctor. Feeling sick. Snorlax in any franchise game. Snorlax in Hisu. My mom, Pokemon is unchristian. Me, no, it's not. Pokemon when my mom walks in. I help those who want to build a world of truth. I assist those who want to build an ideal world. I fucking freeze everything around and eat people and Pokemon. She's thick. She's smart. She understands Pokemon references. My level 100 Rayquaza. Me god. A level 3 Zigzagoon whose trainer I had avoided in the beginning. How Game Freak used to design new forms and evolutions. We will look at the original design and consider ways of expanding on the concept or taking it in a new exciting direction. How Game Freak design new forms and evolutions now. Extend the y-axis. It is clear in the lease, no pets are allowed in the apt. Sorry. Okay, I will make an exception because he looks very polite. Manga. Anime. Netflix adaptation. Dad, I know it's Christmas. But did you really have to drag me to this family reunion? Don't worry. I know you'll have a lot in common. You see. Hi Dad. Hi Dad. Hi Dad. Hi Dad. Hi Dad. Hi Dad. Hi Mom. Hi Dad. That time you met Jesus and he was just like, haha, check out this sweet yo-yo. The fact that Misty once tried to intimidate Ghastly with a crucifix leads me to ask a very important question. What Pokemon did Jesus have? Other Pokemon when they get poisoned. This really sucks. Pokemon with Magic Guard when they get poisoned. This doesn't change anything. Pokemon with Guts when they get poisoned. So you have chosen death. Pokemon with Poison Heal when they get poisoned. This is some serious gourmet shit. My dog is asleep. Me steps on her squeaky toy. My dog. The song has restored my strength. My brain trying to remember stuff at school. My brain when remembering Pokemon names. Sneak 100. Me peeling potatoes. My mum peeling potatoes. Be careful who you call ugly in middle school. Did you win the league? Yes. What did it cost? My virginity. It's a cracked boulder. A Pokemon may be able to break it. Amora used Rock Smash. Smash. My eggs were all hatching one step after the last one, so I was forced to just watch him get closer with every egg. Oh. 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 We hope to see you again. Why would you wish that upon us? Shit's okay. Hey Serena. What is your favorite ability? Cute charm. Cool. Mine's oblivious. Op. Haxorus is mold breaker. Earthquake ground power points 10 out of 10. This time I won't be around to guide them. Look after them. That's why I'm sending you. Would you do that for me? Yeah. Yeah, okay. Can I pet it? What's its name? So cute. Or what? Yes. Yes. Worship me more. Lassane in the microwave be like. Little Croc is looking cool. Good morning to everyone, except the person who made this. Small. Rowlet moods. Walking into Viridian Forest with my fire starter be like. Kyogre and Groudon start fighting. Rayquaza. Pokemon Concierge makes me realize that we really need an Animal Crossing like Pokemon simulation game where you just take care of Pokemon and relax around an island decoration. It would be such a refreshing change for the series. When you're a legendary Pokemon vibing in your cave and a 10-year-old kid shows up. Name spelled backwards and you're meeting. I'm just saying. Thank Arceus my shiny form isn't white. Yes, quite. Oak, it's unsafe. Wild Pokemon live in tall grass. Oh how the tables have turned. Starting off as crappy aquatic creatures, but turning into absolute units. Free my little man, but only when the time comes. In case of fire. Break glass. This is a third legendary from space that's responsible for this gen's gimmick. Sheen. This is the 7th week in a row you've shown a third legendary from space that's responsible for this gen's gimmick in class. I like this Pokemon cause they're strong. Me. Kitty. Legendary Pokemon waiting for some kid to wander into their cave and catch them. Gen 5. NOOO. It's literally an ice cream cone. Gen 6. Why? It's a freaking sword. Gen 1 designs were so much better. Gen 1. Ball. Might be the hardest pick of 2024. Team of little guys who are going to spook you. Not a single thought behind those eyes. Feraligatr got a little admirer. Me starting a new Ruby file. I wonder who I should choose. Eevee and Ponyta. I love them. Little boy. I'm little boy. Always remember to brush your Bulbasaur. Sometimes the side chick ain't even a chick. It's pkmn Emerald on the Gamma Boy Advance, released on September 16th, 2004. Today's problem: what food do mewtwo eat? 1. Bugs. 2. Grass. 3. Fruit. Mewtwo is exerting its pressure. Mom. Congrats, dear. You have a little brother now. This boy is very lucky to have you as his sister. Why you always play with my face? Cease, come on. I'm not a little kid anymore, cease. Stop clinging on me already. Pikachu. Look. Pika. It's a new poison type Pokemon. Eevee. Ash, no. That wasn't a Pokemon. That was Yersinia pestis bacteria. You've caught bubonic plague. Landlord, rent ain't even that high. The rent breaks and can I heard that a breaks and who can't talk use a caillou sound, and that sounds so cute. Can you do that too? Me doing caillou sound. Ahem. Caillou. 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 Caillou, what the? PFFT. Look kids, I found you a new daddy. It should have been me, not him. Pokemon tournament when a Pokemon used Blizzard. Garcomp used Dragon Claw. It doesn't affect Gardevoir. That's rude, you know. Long time no see. You two haven't changed at all. So cool. Both of them seems to be gym leaders. So they're Ash's friends, huh? Around 15 years maybe. How many years since we last met? Pof, it's 2019 and Game Freak just revealed Marnie in a trailer. Team Skull Grunt. But I wanna join Team Yell and support Marnie. You've heard of Elf on a Shelf, but are you ready for? I challenge you to a battle. Okay. If I had a nickel for every time a gym leader ran away instead of giving me my badge, I'd have 2 nickels. Which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice. Me after completing Lana's trial at Brooklet Hill. I want Jupiter. Gen 5 fans arguing over wanting BW1 remakes or BW3. Me who would like to take either one. You know my final evolution and my prevolution, but do you know or forgot me I exist? Diglett, you missed. Oh my god, he's dead. Dead. We have to hide the body. Okay. Diglett. You Stig. Raichu clones annual meeting. Finally another attendee. How long has it been? 23 years and 7 generations, but it is finally a meeting. Things in Pokemon Legends ZA. I want to ride. Girls with time machine. I'm your great granddaughter. Really? Boys with time machine. I watched Satan drag your great grandson to hell for wanting to genocide the world. I guess he deserved it. Get sis. Most Pokemon villains. Having a Crobat on team. Having Hydreigon with frustration. You got that crystal? Got it right here. Hello, and welcome to the Pokemon Center. We restore your tired Pokemon to full health. Okay, I'll take your Pokemon for a few seconds. Incinerator. Ado Swablu Slugmas Genghis Clefdevwas Pidgeys Gulcubos Wines Cherry. We've restored your Pokemon to full health. We hope to see you again. Ding 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 ding. Times are tough, so here is Pikachu imitating Mudkip. If Silverly ever gets a Mega Evolution it should reassemble Arceus. Change my mind. Visualizing in the mirror the man I want to become. Smoked tail curry. As a kid I spent hours breeding Lapras and releasing them because the Pokédex said they were almost extinct. That's actually adorable. These Pokemon were once near extinction due to poaching. Following protective regulations, there is now an overabundance of them. Pokédex entry from Pokemon Moon. You did it. You crazy son of a bitch, you did it. Pokemon should be easy because it's for kids. Pokemon should be harder to grow with its audience. E is for everyone. Pokemon should have difficulty options. Parallel lines equals to lines which never meet. Example. Brock. Girl. When you hate a Pokemon so much that you specifically terrestrialize your favorite, whom was initially weak to the opponent's weakness, to make it satisfying to bring it down. Superior, what have you done? I have molded myself into perfection, dragon pretender. Look upon me, and no fear. When the shiny Graveler attempts to explode. Damp. Lusamine in the anime. Lusamine in the games. Anime Necrozma. Game Necrozma. Manga Necrozma. Manga versions of Pokemon are always on another level of intensity. Kyogre and Groudon start fighting. Rayquaza. What happened to him? He accidentally soft reset over a shiny. 18,000 body temperature? This guy solos 1 billion lions by just existing. Meblade is only fair killing monsters. What about the guy you just killed 10 seconds ago? He was the worst monster of all. 10 seconds ago. Gardevoir is the worst Poké waifu. I'm the villain of Legends Zelda. No, I'm the villain of Legends Zelda. Amateurs. What was that, punk? Amateurs. Van Gogh watching a bunch of grown adults coming to his museum for a kid games card instead of his artworks. Your Pokemon when paralyzed. The opponent's Pokemon when paralyzed. It's gonna be me. No, it's gonna be me. Trainers and scientists. Oh, I thought you were dead. Fossil Pokemon roaming the Crown Tundra. My death was greatly exaggerated. I was the first to defeat a legendary. I defeated a Darkrai and a Frontier Brain. I have a special, one-of-a-kind transformation. I have cool sunglasses. Point of view, you are Mewtwo. The Horizons crew trying to move a log. Everybody ready? Ash Ketchum. Shiny legendary Pokemon. Haven't we done this before? Average Pokemon player after 10,000 resets. I have no record of a previous encounter. We have met. I'm sure of it. Mega Evolution is inherently painful. Mega Evolution isn't painful. Mega Evolution requires a strong bond between Pokemon and trainer. It is painful when that bond doesn't exist. Alala Dex entries, Rogue Megas. Pokemon I used to like as a kid. Pokemon I like now. Legends Zap. Mega Evolution. The Sun and Moon Mega Pokédex entries. The Illusion. Yuri shipping. Share debut event with Gwyn. Share debut event with new Ionoa Walt. A free choice. I will never be as cool as him, and I just have to accept it. Legendary Pokemon are one of a kind beings. Or are they? What about shinies? Guess we will never know. That's it? That's the big finale villain of Pokemon Violet? That was just a very polite robot with critical thinking skills and emotional intelligence. I'm somewhat of a kid myself. 1 universe, 8 planets, 9 regions, some are yet undiscovered, 56 cities, plus 1000 Pokemon, and somehow you have 6 Magikarps on your team. Fisherman Wade would like. I mean, he is a fisherman, of course. Me watching the Pokemon I have on my team because I like it over the ability of other Pokemon getting one shot for the 5th story battle in a row. Pokemons. Pokemon. Pokemons. For Christmas I want a dragon. Be realistic. I want Pokemon Scarlet Violet to be polished with no glitches, low frames per second frames, and bugs. What color do you want your dragon? Blue. Guy, I like your do it. Girl, thanks. It has pockets. The 4 horsemen of shockingly cute pseudo legendaries. Pikachu. Game Freak. Raichu. Pichu. If I have one of the bundles, but want to get the other one, am I really gonna have to pay $35 more dollars? Game Freak. MMHMM. Me when I have to make Generation 10 bad, because it got leaked. Pokemon fans. Basic ass mythology and folklore. Excuse me, Gamma Freak. I'm afraid you brought me the wrong rival. I ordered an extra large boy with beefy arms, extra guts and glory on the side. This here. This is a talking fish bone. Ethics is holding back scientific innovation and progress. Me waking up in the morning be like. Live. Reaction. They literally announced that Bede is an orphan in a stadium filled with hundreds of people. Sonia. You know, during one of Bede's matches, I heard the announcer say that Bede has no family.